Well, here I am, the food forest at Gawler in South Australia, one of the iconic permaculture sites in the world. And I'm here to meet Graham and Annmarie Brookman, who've been here quite a while. Let's go. Here he is. G'day, Graham.
Young Geoff. How are you going?
Good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, all right.
Fantastic.
I want to have a look at this
Okay,
place.
you're looking evil.
As usual. So I'm here with Graham Brookman, and we're on a farm called the Food Forest, where Graham farms with his wife Annmarie, and you've been here something like 30 years?
About 30 years. Amazing, isn't it? But to develop a full permaculture, you really need about 30 years.
Well, we're in the main crop, obviously, and you grow a few vegetables for sale, but this is called the Food Forest.
Well, the food forest was a term that Bill Mollison used in one of the early lectures that I went to, and I thought that just really says it in 3 short words, the food forest. And so it's this multi-layered construction where you've got animals, canopy trees, trees that give shelter to the understory, the root crops and so on. It's a complex, beautiful kind of term.
And it's really pretty dry lands. We're in South Australia. We're kind of on the same latitude as kind of California, the Middle East. You're less than 18 inches of rain, you're less than half a metre of rain nowadays.
We had 360 mils, which is semi-arid. Yeah, we're
Right.
semi-arid. It's a Mediterranean climate, so we have a warm, dry summer and a cool, wet winter. That enables us to grow field crops and dryland species for forestry and things like that. But if we want to produce, you know, really abundant vegetables and fruit and so on, we need to irrigate. So we do use water from the aquifer, which is recharged in the hills back behind us here. And I guess on average a commercial fruit farm would be using around 10 or 11 megalitres per hectare, and we use 10 or 11 megalitres per 7 hectares. So that's what we can do with mulch, watering at night, drip irrigation.
And you compost all your food waste as well?
Well, what the chooks don't eat, we compost. We also send most of our food, or take most of our food, to the farmers markets in Gawler and Adelaide, and we get back the waste from Adelaide, so composted food waste from Adelaide along with green waste, and that is our nutrition.
You've got chickens, you've got geese, you've got sheep, and you've got woofers, and you've got employed staff. You've got quite a few people here. So could you just run through what it is you've got in total in your commercial harvest trees?
I won't go through all 160 varieties, but we do have stone fruit and vines. We have the odd things that don't really fall into categories, things like carobs and jojoba, which are not really nuts, but they're not really beans. We have a lot of cultivars of pistachio, and we have lots and lots of stone fruit. So that sort of roughly encapsulates it.
And you've got fig.
Figs too, yep, forgot about the figs.
And you've got pears.
Apples and pears.
Apples and
now
pears.
that I think about it.
And you've got olives.
Of course we have olives,
And
yeah.
I've seen some pretty good pomegranate.
White sapote. It's also known as the ice cream fruit.
And then there's another potential, I think there we got the jujube. The ziziphus.
Yeah, the jujube, also known as the Chinese date. They're in the Middle East and so forth, and they have another ziziphus in India, which they I think call burr. And really the Chinese date for us could be a big rescue species, because we have climate change happening faster and faster, and it's taking away our cold winters. Now pistachios in particular need a cold winter to set up the flowering for the following season, and 3 out of the last 4 years we haven't had it. This year we've been lucky, but we can see that try as we may, select varieties as we may, we are going to confront climate change, and we need to find varieties, species that are less needing of the winter chill, and so there we have things like olives, carobs and jujubes.
And then palms, you've got a few dates coming on, but you've also got wine palm, jelly palm, Bootea capitata, which is even more drought tolerant. Most people expect the date to be the one, but the jelly palm's incredibly drought tolerant.
Yeah, there's two really weird palms that kind of must have got caught somewhere on a continent that was changing, and instead of dying they just evolved over thousands of years, and so you've got the yatte palm and the jelly palm.
So you don't actually find it very limiting. Diversity is a big thing in permaculture, connectivity of diversity. In these dry lands, you seem to have plenty of diversity on this one.
Look, we have so many species I can't keep up with it, so anyone who thinks, oh, it's going to be so boring and climate change has got us in a corner, completely wrong. There's all of this unexplored stuff that we can surely use to adapt to climate change before it kills us.
Great stuff, all very positive. There you go. Now that's commercial dryland permaculture. Real diversity, real production, real economy, supporting the community. Great stuff, that's what we need to see.